When we think about literacy, the first thing that mostly comes to our mind is reading and writing. But to me, literacy is so much more than that. It's memories, its identity, is the way that we express ourselves and connect with others. Literacy can open doors, and it also can carry a lot of pain. For me, it has always been both a gift, a struggle, and a story that I'm still writing. I was born in Portugal in the 2000s, daughter of immigrants from West Africa. My world was always filled with languages: Portuguese in the streets, Creole at home, English on the TV. My mother never learned how to read or write, so she carried that silence with her. She was determined that I wouldn't. I was her project and her hope. She used to take me to the library and choose books, not for the titles. She couldn't read them, but for their covers. Bright colors, fairy tale castles, and sometimes mysterious faces. She'd hand them to me, and I would read them out loud for her. Sometimes she would close her eyes while I read, as if she could step into the story through my voice. At a young age, I was already writing letters to landlords, emails for her boss. Literacy was never just mine, but it was survival for both of us. Yet, despite all her encouragement, I still never had great grades in writing. Reading was slow, and I'd get stuck on the same line for minutes. Essays felt endless and heavy, while science and math gave me quick answers. Writing left me always frustrated. My report cards carried always C's or B's, and writing felt less like art and more like a punishment. When I was 14, I began to change. My parents worked long hours, and I was alone with my thoughts most of the time. Loneliness pressed against me, so I used to write. My notebooks became diaries, safe place where I poured out my emotions that I couldn't say out loud. Sometimes I would write in Portuguese and sometimes in English, or sometimes a tangle of both. For me, English felt more free, a language where I could just be honest with my feelings without feeling ashamed. I even rewrote pop songs, twisting lyrics into my own, and at night I will hide my diary under my pillow, afraid someone will find it, those pages. In high school, after switching to a stricter school, I had to put a lot of effort into a writing project that I was really proud of. But when I turned it in, my professor looked at me and said, "You didn't write this." She believed that students like me from the school that I came from couldn't write at that level, so she gave me a 0. I remember walking home holding back my tears, wondering if my words would just not be good enough. In 2023, I moved to the US and did my senior year of high school. And to me, the teacher spoke too fast. Most of the time, the words would always slip past to me. My writing looked like it belonged to a child. I remember my English teacher told me, "As long as you can say what you feel, that's enough." Those words gave me more courage. I even wrote a poem about Lisbon and city of 7 hills. And for the first time, I feel like my words weren't out and they were just accepted. Writing didn't always feel safe for me. I remember when one of my diaries was found and it caused a big trouble for me. After that, I couldn't write the same way. I was always afraid the same thing could happen again. So I shut down. Writing was very difficult to me again. So I found new languages, video journals on my phone, sketches in a notebook, songs on my bass, and paints on canvas. I realized that literacy isn't only writing, it is always a way that you choose to tell your truth. One of my proudest moments came on my graduation day when I was choosing to give a speech. I panicked. Me reading my own words in front of a whole crowd felt terrifying to me. But my teacher supported me, and I finished it. And standing there with my voice trembling but still steady, delivered my speech. That moment opened doors to college for me. Writing that I once hated had changed the course of my life. My literacy journey has been messy, painful, and also beautiful, I would say. Literacy always stitched my life together. It gave me voice, and the voice that I thought I never had, and I will keep using it in my future, in medicine and art, and every story that I choose to tell.
To everyone, I wish you a future full of success. That we strive for excellence in everything we do, and that courage and optimism are within you on this journey, today and always.